So we're working on the Cub Cadet LTX 1045. Those mowers ran from 2009 to 2014. They have the 20 horsepower Kohler 1-cylinder gasoline engine in it. Our particular mower, we found it's been sitting in a garage for a really long time and just hasn't been running. So we decided we'd go ahead and throw a new carburetor kit on it and do an overhaul. So the kit we ordered off of Amazon comes with carburetor, carb pigtail, air filter, pre-cleaner, gaskets, 2 fuel filters, 2 feet of fuel line with clamps, fuel cutoff valve, a fuel pump, a spark plug, and an oil filter. The solenoid on this carburetor is a little smaller than the original carburetor, but it is the correct solenoid, so it's a little bit different, but it does work the same way. After removing all the plastics, the carb will come off pretty easily, but be careful to remove the linkages one at a time. And then be mindful of that ground bolt wire runs from the solenoid back to that bolt. There wasn't a set direction for the solenoid harness to plug into. It didn't have a keyway or anything like that, so I just chose one direction and went with it, and it worked. So I don't think it matters what direction it goes in. The kit did not include the gasket that goes between the cylinder head and that black plate, but I inspected the gasket and made sure that it was in good shape. It seemed to be good, so we went ahead and stuck with it and just moved forward. The fuel pump that came with this kit, turns out our mower doesn't need it. This mower doesn't use a fuel pump. It's actually gravity fed from the tanks directly into the carburetor, so it's just a straight fuel line, very basic. So we ended up not using the fuel pump. The spark plug that came with the kit was also incorrect. We had to we ended up ordering another 2-pack of the correct spark plug. I'll link that into the description as well. Once you get the linkages back on, the carburetor slides right back on. Be sure to get the ground back around that bolt and tighten that down. These fittings were already crimped onto the new harness, so you didn't have to do anything there. I shortened the original fuel line from the tank and added a fuel cutoff valve there closer to the tank so it would be visible outside the hood when it was closed. Then I trimmed the new provided line and added the fuel filter. The kit came with all new clamps, so that made it nice and clean and new. Fresh gasket on the front of the carburetor, and then put all the plastics back together. Once the carburetor is bolted down, we decided to go ahead and start it up before finishing everything else out, just to make sure it ran correctly. Okay, so that wasn't the actual sound of the engine. My microphone was messed up that night, and so we didn't get the any of the audio. But it did, as you can see, it did fire right up immediately. It ran like it was brand new. Finally, the hood just drops right on, and then we filled the tires, went ahead and filled all 4 tires with slime. I'll link that in the description as well. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Now she's ready to mow. Thanks for watching.